Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views. Today is October 9, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, so we're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures here, and you're going to see that the futures are flying higher. They're up about 5.5 points right now to 2012 per contract. So all in all, futures continue their march higher. Big rally. Markets are moving up almost every day this week in steady fashion. So we'll see how this plays out today. It is a Friday, but last Friday we did have a big rally day, and we'll see what this Friday brings. But for the most part, markets have been very strong and somewhat resilient. You do have more Fed speakers out today. We'll see how that plays out, but they definitely had a little bit more of a dovish tone after the Fed minutes were released yesterday afternoon. So we'll see what today brings, but nonetheless, markets are up before the opening bell, and we want to respect that at least in the near term. So we'll see what it brings on the charts. But there are a lot of stocks in the news. I'm going to start off with GPS as our first name here. Gap Inc., you all know the retailer. Stock is getting hammered. I will have gap levels for us in the intraday stock chat room for this equity. They will be posted up at 9 a.m. So again, if you want to trade Gap alongside of us, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing. Earlier this week, we had a nice winner on Yum Brands. That was also a Gap play. And starting next week, when earnings season really kicks off, we're going to have a lot more gaps. So if you want to be a 60-minute trader, come on over to the intraday stock chat room. You can trade the gaps with us. We normally will play them during the first hour of the session. So again, gap plays galore should begin sometime in the middle of next week. All right, let's take a look at Alcoa. Since we're talking about earnings, they reported earnings last night. Stock is trading at 1071, closed at 1101. It is down ticked a little bit. It was much lower, has come back with everything else, so nothing stays down these days. There's a bid underneath everything at the moment, and I think that's what's helping Alcoa. But I don't really see the stock going much higher from here, at least today. So again, huge resistance around this 11 to 1110 level, and we'll see how the stock plays out by the closing bell. But we'll be watching this one once the opening bell rings. Right now, there's nothing I would do with it. Let's take a look at Tesla. That is trading lower today. Tesla out of favor, receiving a downgrade by somebody. But there's a fair amount of support here, at least short term, around this 220 level, I should say. So again, while I think Tesla is in a downtrend here, just understand that you do have some short-term support here. Then after that, it's really down around the 198 level for Tesla. But right now, short-term, you do have some support around 220, I should say. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, Tesla was downgraded this morning. Next up on my watch list here is Wells Fargo. This was upgraded today, and Wells Fargo is flying high. Stock closed at $52.54. It's trading at 53.25 now. I think Wells Fargo could still move up a little bit. Stock is showing some real good strength, so we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt that it can still push higher. Right now, the 50-day moving average is around 53.73, so that's the first line of resistance that I'm seeing, and that's on a daily chart. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's take a look at ASNA, which is Ascena. Looks like there's some news out, but I'm not sure what the news is. In any case, stock closed at 1420, trading at 1476. So we'll see how that plays out today. A lot of resistance up here, but not to say the stock can't go higher, but just a lot of resistance up here around this $15 area. All right, let's take a look at Helen of Troy. Ticker symbol is HELE. I think this is earnings. So the stock right now closed at $94.76. It is trading at 102.55 at the moment. So great pop there. It is a little bit overbought. That's the only thing I can see wrong with it. Actually, nothing wrong with it after that. So if you own the stock, just trail your stop loss. I would not be getting in front of it on the short side, at least not yet. Nice pop for Helen of Troy. And again, this is a lighter volume name, so these things can overshoot. Generally, this trades about 250, 300,000 shares a day. So you have earnings there, but just be careful with that. I would not be getting in on the short side. It looks like FireEye was upgraded today, so let's take a look at that one. Stock traded all the way above 32.20, now trading at 31.60, basically right where it closed. Closed yesterday at 31.50. But watch this one today. This could be a mover. So if this holds up, FireEye could be a strong stock today. So we'll see if that does play out. But it did get an upgrade, and right now, you know, as long as it holds up, this could move up a little bit today, so especially if the markets hold up. Let's take a look at UAL. They had news as well. I forget exactly what it was, but I think they improved their operating margins. Either way, stock is trading at 53.72, closed at 52.25. So nice pop there for United Airlines. Has been beaten down a little bit. If the stock does reverse and come lower, 48.25 is a very good support level today. So keep that on the radar. Let's take a look next. I have on my list here RT. Let's see what this one is here. Wow, this stock is just getting hammered. Closed at 660, now trading at 573. There's nothing I see here. This is Ruby Tuesdays, the restaurant. I would watch 550 if you're aggressive. Otherwise, there's really no need to own it. So I'd be very, very careful with this one. And I'd almost rather let it play out than actually step in front of it. So we'll see how that shakes out once the opening bell rings. I am seeing a little bit of support, though, around the 550 level. So we'll see if that does help the equity, and we'll see where it goes once the opening bell rings. All right, the gold market today is trading higher by $9.20. So GLD very, very strong again today, trading at 110.51. I think gold looks good right now. I have to think, looking at the charts, gold is telling me it wants to go higher. So again, I don't know if it's going to get much higher today, but the overall bigger picture is in an uptrend now. So gold has changed from a downtrend to a daily chart uptrend, and I think traders should respect that. Crude oil is trading up as well. It's up 66 cents to $50.10 a barrel. So if you take a look at the USO, that is trading at around $16.18. Did trade as high as $16.40. Again, I think oil right here should be sluggish. It's had a great move this week, but it should be running into important resistance levels at this point. So we'll see where it goes, but either way, I would be more cautious with oil and more bullish on gold at the moment, if you ask me. All right, if you want to trade alongside of us, we're having a blockbuster 2015. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see what it's all about, and again, you can trade right alongside of us. With that being said, everybody have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.